stories of the news. National Industrial Court orders FCTA workers to suspend ongoing industrial action. Falana demand military apologies following initial denial of alleged coup plot. On the foreign scene, India, EU signed landmark trade deal to slash tariff on almost all goods. Good afternoon, welcome to Spring News at 12 on Western Spring Television. My name is Femi Falana. The National Industrial Court has ordered workers of the Federal Capital Territory Administration, FCTA, to suspend their ongoing industrial action pending the hearing and determination of the originating summons. The ruling followed an application filed by the Minister of the FCTA some weeks seeking a court order compelling striking FCTA workers to return to work. In the suit, the FCT minister named the president and the secretary of the Joint Union Action Congress, JUAC, as respondents. The presiding judge, Justice Emmanuel Sobilim, held that industrial action, including strikes, must be suspended once a dispute has been referred to the National Industrial Court. Citing Section 18, subsection 1E of the Trade Dispute Act, the court noted that the suspension ensures the dispute is properly resolved and that ongoing strikes must halt upon the commencement of a suit by originating summons. The judge further stated that failure to comply with Section 18 of the Act may attract sanctions. So Security Matters Human Rights Act lawyer Femi Falana has criticized the Nigerian military following its announcement that some officers would be arraigned before a military judicial panel over an alleged plot to overthrow the government. The military made the disclosure on Monday, more than 3 months after it announced in October 2025 that 16 officers had been arrested for acts of indiscipline and violations of service regulations. At the time, the military denied reports that the cancellation of the 2025 Independence Day parade was linked to an alleged coup plot, describing the claim as false, malicious, and capable of creating necessary tension and distrust among Nigerians. However, reacting to the military's latest statement, which acknowledged an alleged plot to overthrow the government, the senior advocate of Nigeria said the development suggested that the authorities deliberately misled the public. Speaking in an interview this morning, Falana said the military ought to have apologized to Nigerians for its earlier denial, stating that people in authority must learn to take Nigerians seriously. The senior lawyer further added that a reversal of such a serious position without an apology was unacceptable. The Anambra State Commissioner of Information Law, MEFOR, has said the state remains safe for business and assured that there is no fear factor associated with the sit-at-home order. MEFOR made the statement this morning during an interview, saying the state is safe for business with adequate security. They stated that there is no further justification for the continued shutdown of markets in Anambra, particularly the Onitsha main market. His comment follows Governor Chukwuma Soludo's shutting down of the popular Onitsha main market for 1 week because traders failed to open their shops on Monday. Speaking further on the governor's action, the commissioner said the government has every right to ensure that there is an even running of the state and beyond it also. For years, part of Anambra State have observed a Monday sit-at-home order that disrupted commercial and social activities, leaving markets, schools, and workplaces deserted. The practice imposed by non-state actors in the southeast has been widely criticized for harming the state's economy, forcing traders, transport workers, and students indoors. In the meantime, the Nigeria Correctional Service has dismissed all false and misleading reports alleging a jailbreak at the Benin Custodial Center in Edo State. In a statement signed this morning by the service public relations officer, Chief Superintendent of Correction Jin Osuji, the NCOS described the reports, which began circulating last week, as completely unfounded. According to the report being circulated, 3 inmates, including 2 convicted fraudsters, allegedly escaped from the custodial center on January 16. The report further identified the third alleged escapee as one of the persons arrested in connection with the 2022 NSAS protest, who had not received a final conviction. Osuji, however, said there had been no jailbreak, escape, or security breach in any custodial center in Benin City or elsewhere in the state. While reaffirming its respect for the role of the media, the service said it would not hesitate to pursue legal remedies against individuals or media organizations that publish false or unverified reports capable of causing public panic. The Police Service Commission (PSC) is collaborating with the Nigerian Police Force. NPF has announced a 2-week extension of the ongoing recruitment exercise for 50,000 police constables. According to a statement signed by the Commission's head of protocol and public affairs, Njoku Kalu, the application portal, originally opened on December 15, will now close on February 8. He explains that the extension follows the receipt of over 400,000 applications nationwide, as well as a review that revealed significant disparities in participation across states. The Commission disclosed that while states such as Adamawa, Benue, and Kaduna recorded high numbers of applications, others, including Lagos, Ogun, Bayelsa, Ebonyi, and Anambra, reported comparatively low submissions. According to the Commission, the extension is aimed at ensuring equitable representation of all states in the recruitment process. Turning politics, the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC) has dismissed reports suggesting that Vice President Kashim Shettima might be replaced as Bola Tinubu's running mate in the 2027 elections. APC National Publicity Secretary Felix Morka addressed the speculation in a news chat on Monday evening, stating that the party remains focused on governance rather than premature election speculation. He noted that the rumors swirling around the possible replacement of the vice president exist only in the realm of rumors and speculation. Weighing in on questions about religious inclusivity, Moka reassured that the party is committed to accommodating all Nigerians. The APC leadership has repeatedly described reports of replacing Senator Shettima as purely speculative, untrue, and utterly baseless. Despite these official denials, political blocs have continued to circulate several high-profile names to replace the former Borno state governor. Meanwhile, the new Nigeria People's Party (NNPP) has described the defection of the Kano State Governor Abba Yusuf to the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC) as an act of betrayal of the party and its leader, Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso. NNPP national spokesperson Ladipo Johnson stated this on Monday evening, arguing that defecting to the ruling party without consulting the electorate amounted to a betrayal of public trust. He stated that without consulting the people, the governor has handed power back to those who were voted out after 8 years. He noted that the party has no existing political structure in the state before the election but still secured victory. Governor Yusuf officially defected to the APC on Monday alongside 22 members of the State House of Assembly and 9 members of the House of Representatives. While addressing party leaders, lawmakers, and supporters, Governor Yusuf said The decision followed extensive consultations, explaining that the move was aimed at strengthening governance and accelerating development. You're watching Spring News at 12 on Western Spring Television. We'll be right back with this break.
I am just too funny, and I have superpowers to bring extinct animals back to life. Okay, that's not true, but I do have the voice to save our remaining wildlife. We have only 400 elephants and 100 gorillas left. We can't afford to lose even a single one anymore. So let's work together to protect our natural heritage. Tell your family and friends not to buy illegal bushmeats like pangolins and crocodiles, because poaching steals from us all.
Very many thanks for being there. And moving on, President Bola Tinubu has arrived in Ankara, the capital of the Republic of Turkey, on a state visit aimed at strengthening bilateral relations between both countries. The president had departed Abuja at about 2:05 p.m. on Monday from the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, according to a statement issued by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga. The president was received by a Turkish government delegation led by the Minister of National Education, Yusuf Tekin. The presidency revealed that President Tinubu's visit is focused on consolidating the existing cordial relations between Nigeria and Turkey and exploring additional areas of cooperation to advance a mutually beneficial partnership. During the visit, President Tinubu is expected to hold discussions with his Turkish counterpart, President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. The visit will also see the signing of several memoranda of understanding between both countries, alongside other official engagements. And now talking business, management of the Dangote petrochemical refinery has hiked the price of Gantry premium modest spirit price to 799 naira and a pump price of 839 naira per litre at ME's stations nationwide. The adjustment in prices was revealed in a statement by the refinery on Monday. The development follows the previous gantry price of 699 naira per litre and the 739 naira pump price announced ahead of the last Yuletide celebration. However, in a statement on Monday, the refinery's management stated that with the festive period concluded, PMS prices have been modestly realigned to sustainable levels to support long-term market stability and affordability. It noted that under the current alignment, the PMS gantry price is 799 naira per litre, while MRS retail outlets are selling at 839 naira per litre, further reaffirming its commitment to market stability and uninterrupted nationwide product supply. Meanwhile, the refinery's management has alleged that some oil marketers are robbing the masses of the benefits of price cut. On the foreign scene, India and the European Union today struck a long-delayed deal that will slash tariffs on most goods, aiming to boost two-way trade and reduce reliance on the United States amid growing global trade tensions. According to the EU, the deal is expected to double the bloc's exports to India by 2032 by eliminating or reducing tariffs in 96.6% of traded goods by value, and will lead to savings of 4 billion euros in duties for European companies. The EU, on its part, will cut tariffs on 99.5% of goods imported from India over 7 years, with tariffs to be cut to zero on Indian marine goods, leather and textiles products, chemicals, rubbers, base metals, and gems and jewelries. India and the EU said agriculture-related items like soya, beef, sugar, rice, and dairy have been kept out of the purview of the trade deal. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi earlier said people around the world are calling it the mother of all deals, adding that the agreement will bring major opportunities for the 1.4 billion people of India and the millions of people in Europe. The two-decade-long EU-India trade talks gained momentum after Washington imposed a 50% tariff on some Indian goods, and as U.S. allies pushed back against President Donald Trump's tariff threats and his bid to take over Greenland. Moving on, Prime Minister of Denmark and Greenland will visit Berlin and Paris to show up support over U.S. President Donald Trump's recent push to take over the Antique island that has been Danish territory for centuries. The U.S. demand for control of Greenland has shaken transatlantic relations and accelerated European efforts to reduce defense on Washington. Governor Trump last week withdrew tariff threats and ruled out taking the island by force. Denmark's Mette Frederiksen and Greenland's Jens